Hydrate, okay? People do not want to chew on your load.
I don't care what you got to do with it, really.
Just chuck it down.
Don't give it back. Don't give it back to me.
What are you gonna do? Like shove it back in the tube?
Like I said, like I say all the time, I made that for you. That was literally custom. That is a bespoke load right there that I gave to you. You.
I should be grateful.
Right.
It's very precious.
Thank you. You get it.
Come on! The weekend has landed. All that exists now is clubs, drugs, pubs, and parties. I've got 48 hours off from the world, man. I'm gonna blow steam out of my head like a screaming kettle. I'm gonna talk cod shit to strangers all night. I'm gonna lose the plot on the dance floor. The free radicals inside me are freaking, man. Tonight I'm 𝓚𝓲𝓷𝓴𝓂. I'm Peter Popper. I'm going to Never Neverland with my chosen family, man. We're gonna get more spaced out than Neil Armstrong ever did. Anything could happen tonight, you know? This could be the best night of my life. I've got 73 quid in my back burner. I'm gonna wax the lot, man. The Milky Bars are on me!
And now, live from Rule 34 Studio, I bring you a girl that can house a wiener like nobody's business. Here she is, your host, the one, the only, Kinky Katie.
Hello, and welcome to the show. This is Kinky Katie's World number 448. I am your host, Kinky Katie, and with me, as always, is my absolute favorite flesh-covered fucktoy, the one and only Mr. SC.
Right.
What's going on?
Sure.
How you doing?
Yeah. Right.
Woohoo! Dude, I am high as a kite tonight.
Good job.
Good
job.
But that's,
par for the course.
Right.
Right, just the way you operate. That's the way it goes.
But I'm feeling very, very giggly. I do want to say that I hope, hello to Brian, and I hope your surgery goes well, and we'll be thinking of you. Yep. So, yeah. He wanted to make sure that we... Anywho. I think that we have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight.
I miss a lot when I don't do anything on social media, so...
I know. But I just see a lot of the same stuff like all the time. No, I was like really tired earlier. I had coffee, but coffee really didn't do much for me. And then I kind of like everything just kind of hit me, caught up with me.
Yeah, but once you actually had to start speaking, kind of a thing. Oh shit, I gotta talk.
Fuck.
Wait,
I haven't.
What's going on?
I haven't used my mouth at all today.
Right.
Hardly.
No, yeah.
So.
Well, what are you gonna do? Get it going, lady. Figure it out. You've been using your mouth your whole life. Hey-oh.
There's a 17-year-old kid. He was in the emergency room. He had abdominal pain.
Right.
And apparently he had something up his ass.
Okay.
So he didn't fall on it, though. At least, kids are honest these days.
No, I stuck it up there because it felt really good.
He did. He told doctors that he stuck it up his butt, and then he had anal sex, though, with it still in there.
Okay.
And then he had to get treated, but he was released, so it's fine.
I like how the other person didn't feel the thing,
Well, maybe he did, and maybe he didn't care. He was like, whatever, it's not going up my urethra.
I thought it was awesome. I just thought it felt good. I don't know. It was a little extra crammy. Oh.
It's really pack it in there like a musket butt.
Really? It's one of those things you probably should just spit it out, because really, what's it matter? But you're already the guy that had the remote control up his ass. Really, you could say you fell on it. You could say anything you want. You might as well just say, yeah, no, I thought it felt good. I was doing some wickets, and yeah, it was round and right. I thought I had a few minutes before my wife was going to come back, and I suitcase that shit.
And I was like, I could fit this.
You might as well. Because either way, you're the guy today when they get home and they say, honey, how was your day? I took a remote control out of some dude's ass. Now, don't think HIPAA violations don't keep doctors from saying, like, I removed this from a person.
Right. You're not saying who it is.
Or even gender or even any descriptive qualities whatsoever.
Right. Just like, hey, I found another wedding ring in someone's cooch, you know, like.
You could be like a medical paper that some resident's writing. You know what I mean?
Oh, exactly.
Things found in asses.
So, asses and other orify.
Right.
I
Just
think you
spit
can
it
still
out. Be
find
honest.
that.
Might as well.
About to say your ass can't spit it out because your ass fucking sucks it in like a vacuum. It's
And
gone.
we still don't understand why some people can really just, you know, stick a phone up their butt, smuggle some high-end MDMA into a prison,
right?
And just it comes back out in a cycle and they poop it out. Or somebody goes in the front way with a bunch of baggies of any other substance and it comes out the other end. Why does sometimes it just head north and stay north? I'm just curious. I don't really know, but it's a fucking mystery for sure.
That's something that we're gonna have to find.
I know you should never trust it coming back out for sure because, you know.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, unless you have the retrieval mode.
Right. You better have a plan.
Right.
Some sort of a plan. I got forceps. I don't know what you're doing, but whatever idea you had, vacuum would not be a good idea, probably.
Or, you know, you could be like when your cat gets into your tinsel at Christmas and there's like a long string just hanging out of your butt. Just start pulling it out. All their limbs start to move.
Right. Well, they probably will once it goes far enough north, right? I lost 55 yards of rope up that butt.
Oh my God. Like someone needs to go after that thing.
It's a lot bigger on the inside. It's a TARDIS hole.
What was it? TARDIS hole?
A TARDIS hole.
TARDIS hole.
Right.
But what if though, like in a pair of sweatpants or in a hoodie, like you lose one of the ends. It's like, oh, damn it.
I mean, that's the same idea of having any kind of a butt toy up there and it just going past the flange.
Yeah.
You know, you went too far and all of a sudden, whoops.
It's like it's gone.
Right. You're Titanic.
This is never going to be seen again. I hope you know. It's past the wormhole.
It will be seen again by the doctor who removes it.
Right.
Or the
die of like sepsis.
Mortician or whatever.
Or mortician.
Somebody's going to see that thing again, and maybe not you.
I mean, I would think that once I'm dead, I don't give a fuck.
No?
No, I'm dead.
Okay. Sure.
That's just like I don't have any last wishes or anything like that, or like, oh, I want to be buried in this cemetery, or oh, I want to do this one. Whatever, I'm dead.
I hear you.
I don't care. Talk shit about me if you want to, or I don't care.
Well, I mean, it's your chance to send somebody on an old-fashioned like Dungeons and Dragons style quest. You know what I mean? I want you to take my ashes, bring it to the mountaintop of Kilimanjaro. I want you to meet a llama on top of that mountain. He will give you 3 berries. Do not eat all 3. Only eat 2. On the ensuing trip, I want you to go down the valley to the glacier, spreading my ashes all over where the penguins can eat it and shit it out in the Antarctica.
All right.
And you have to have sex with the llama.
Of course.
Right.
I thought
that's
that
his
was
payment,
a given.
really. I mean, that's why he's going along with it.
I mean, do I have to be that specific in there?
I mean, it really, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, it could be fun to send somebody on some just wild trip just because.
Or even like a scavenger hunt.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, a scavenger hunt, no, because then you'd have to plan something. No.
Yeah, these are all the little, or these are all the little places where I want you to put little piles of me.
Okay.
Or just.
There you go. And at least you can have one final thought of, yeah, this motherfucker is going to have to go through some shit.
I'm still in his trunk.
She's super superstitious. So she's definitely going to do all of this because she doesn't want to be haunted by any potential spirits. For sure.
But if I ever am, I know a shit ton of people that will come and see any orbs. see what are going on, what's going on.
Yeah. Hey, you never know.
To communicate. What's that? We were talking about earlier today how everybody who believes in past lives and stuff, even the people who say, who believe it in themselves and not the ones that just tell other people. Why is it always someone notable, like somebody famous, or, it's never like Debbie the whore, or like nobody Farmer John.
Well, everybody's the hero of their own story. So obviously the hero of the story, I would have been Cleopatra in my previous life, obviously.
Yeah, you look like a Cleo.
Sure.
You could,
the most beautiful woman in the world, seducing fucking pharaohs and Roman fucking emperors.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Conquering most of the world just because she's, that would have been me.
She was like 14.
Without a doubt, right?
She fucked her brother.
That's right. No, I'd have been some farmer villager, from the Middle Ages who was like raped and pillaged by a bunch of barbarians. That would have been me. I would have been raped and pillaged by a whole horde of fucking barbarians. And then in the previous life before that, I would have been the barbarian raping and pillaging farmers. It would have been a vicious cycle going back for eons.
Both historical violence.
But really, I would have been on the dick end on both ends of it. You know what I mean? I'd have been doing the dicking and getting dicked. It wouldn't have been good. I definitely would not have been like, what are we talking about here? I was definitely Napoleon Bonaparte. Definitely.
Well, because you're awfully little.
Well, we had seen a video where some kid was saying, he was Hitler reincarnated. And it's like, oh, okay. I mean, it's always somebody. It's even if you are into, past lives, you just have to realize that a lot of people are going to tell you they were somebody in their mind. That's how it works,
This is how I feel. I know that I have this strong connection with.
Well, I'm definitely the protagonist because I'm the only one that can hear the narrator. Fuck.
Well, yeah.
Don't they know that's how it works?
That's true.
I'm the one doing the narrating, so therefore all of you are just NPCs.
Now,
obviously.
Am I the only one, or is this a weird thing, which it probably is, but if, whenever we go on like long trips or shit, you usually drive because I scare the shit out of you.
Right.
And.
Yeah.
Do you ever think, just like stare out the window as things go by and just like you have your own just music soundtrack playing in your head?
Okay, maybe.
You know what I mean?
Could be.
I don't know, like kind of like you have your own movie going on in your head.
Yeah.
You're like, this is what song would play during this scene.
Oh, really? You're doing it like some kind of fucking sound designer on a movie set. That kind of a thing?
Well,
like right here, it's definitely 𝓚𝓵𝓵𝓻𝓵. I just saw that pet ran over back there.
Or yeah.
I don't know, Andy. I don't even know the tune anymore.
That's okay. I do. Right. We don't have to go through it. It's not necessary. Did you know a fun fact? And well, I don't know if it's a fun fact, but I know that there are people out there that are natural redheads. That there's been several studies done that show that redheads have a higher tolerance for pain.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've heard this before.
Have you?
I have. Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay, well, I didn't know that.
I don't know, how true it is. I don't know if the same people who think that redheads have a higher tolerance for pain are the same people. They have no souls. Are the same people who think that they were Napoleon Bonaparte on a previous life. I don't know if there's a Venn diagram there for that.
I don't know.
But I can say I've heard it before. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's studies have shown or if they just figure if it's just another dig on redheads. Like you said. Obviously, they have no souls, so they don't feel pain.
So beat the shit out of them.
I think maybe that's it. You're almost othering them so you don't mind roughing them up. You know what I mean?
They don't feel it. Do it.
Right. They don't feel any pain. So what's it matter? We're going to toss this kid, out the back of the school bus.
No.
What?
Just so
You haven't
mean.
lived till you've tossed a ginge out of the back of a moving school bus, really.
That just made me think of that fucking really creepy looking redhead from Children of the Corn. You know, the guy
He had
with
a look,
Steven
though.
Tyler mouth.
That particular redheaded kid from Children of the Corn, I mean, you have to know who he is because he is like when you think of a soulless ginger, mostly I think of Children of the Corn. And it's probably, I mean, I don't know how much of it was the role he played because it was a pretty evil Malachi. Was he Malachi? He was Malachi.
I believe so, yeah.
Right. And that kid murdered a whole bunch of people. Right. It's tainted us. We were a generation afraid of redheads because of Children of the Corn.
And I feel so bad too because he plays. If you ever need like a odd looking actor, they put him in it. Like
Really?
he was in The Burbs when he was a lot older, and he still looked like. Like I mean, you're like. All right, you're a little touched. Like you look like you could snap at any moment and come at me.
Is
You
it
know, like a
actor
spider monkey.
The actor who played Mask in that 1980s movie, Mask.
Eric Stoltz.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was in Pulp Fiction. He was the one.
Was he a redhead?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
Well,
the
there
redhead.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Except he doesn't actually look
I think
like.
we've been brainwashed into hating the redheads for no apparent reason. Like obviously, there's some kind of like evil force behind making us like redheads don't feel pain. The redhead's the one in the Mask. If you don't
can
remember,
never go in the sun ever.
Right.
You'll burn because you have no soul.
Right. See what I'm saying?
And I know a ginger.
It's okay, Johnny. You're allowed to beat up a ginger. They don't feel nothing. Ain't got no soul. It's all right. They ain't real.
They don't have Jesus in their heart.
Yeah.
They just have the soul of Satan.
But I have heard several times from a whole lot of different sources about the redheads not feeling as, having a higher pain tolerance on average. Pretty weird, though, if it was true.
That's strange.
Or if there was some kind of connection.
But that's strange, too, that, I mean, it's got to be true since you already knew about it. When I just came across it. So.
I mean, is it because there's a whole lot of Scottish redheads, right?
It's a whole lot of scotch. I feel no pain.
This is what I'm saying. They're all just drunk. They're all drunk Scotch and Irish people, and they're really just shit-faced, so they feel pain when they're sober. They're just never sober. So it, like, throws off the fucking curve there on the pie chart. It's disproportionately heavy on one end just because of the Irish and Scottish being shit-faced.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
That's so terrible. Someone actually made a map of the United States, and they took like a survey, and it tells you the most popular sex toy in each state.
Okay.
I mean, we're not going to go through all the states, but
the interesting ones, yes.
well, I think there's only two where their number one toy is a prostate massager. Where do you think those are?
I'm gonna say Washington State and California.
No.
Okay.
Tennessee.
Right.
And Maryland.
Okay. Prostate massage. They like going backdoor action.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot of ones where strap-ons are the popular clip vibrator, butt plug, sex handcuffs, which that sounds really, really tame, but that's North Carolina, so that doesn't surprise me.
Mm.
It really doesn't. What is Florida? Florida dildo.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's not really saying a lot. I mean, that could be a prostate toy. That could be self-defense. Could be a lot of things.
Yeah, self-defense.
I wonder if like the manufacturers of one of the very popular prostate massagers are headquartered there in Maryland or Tennessee, or maybe there's a factory.
Oh, maybe.
You know what I mean?
It could be.
Yeah, and that's why it's like seeded in like that. You just don't expect it because
like an Eros or something.
Right. There's some distribution factory there. The marketing team is there. They spend more money. I don't know.
We get them at cost.
Something. Right. We get the family discount, 2 for 1.
I would not mind working in a dildo
factory. Really?
Right. It wouldn't. I don't know. You're making sex toys.
Okay. I mean, are you thinking most sex toys are made in China? Are you thinking you're going to be like something out of Sucker Punch where you're going to be the person running some kind of child labor ring where you get to like beat some weird children?
No, that's not what I'm thinking.
Are you sure that's not your motivation?
I'm only going to hire redheaded children so I can beat them and they have no soul.
That
bottomized mall.
When I think dildo factory, that's what I think. I think, there's some factory in some place that's definitely using labor that's not being treated fairly.
So like little Oompa Loompas?
But, yeah, 100% like the Oompa Loompas, right?
Rescued them, or actually didn't rescue them, but stole them from Loompa Land.
Yeah, slavery, really.
Right.
Sure, typical triangle trade kind of a thing.
Sure.
Oompa brought fucking...
You'll make a dildo now!
Yeah, right. No, that's how it's done.
This is your life now.
Like, what's your role going to be here in this factory? I mean, you know what I mean?
Well, of course, I'm going to be tester, number one.
Okay.
But
I'm going to have to test everyone that comes off the line. You're going to be sore. You're not going to like that at all.
No. It's just quality control every once in a while, You just take one off at random and then see if it's up to snuff.
You wouldn't make it to like first break. Well, not that there is a first break in China. There's definitely no breaks going on. You're working throughout the day and night.
I run the place. I'm not doing shit.
Okay.
All of them are working.
Right. This is what I'm saying.
That's right. And if I find one little burr on it, you executed.
I mean, are you chopping up the people that are going into these real life dildos, or?
Well, I have to feed them somehow, don't I? They've got to eat something.
It's like the fucking Train movie with the cockroaches. Same thing.
Yeah,
the Train movie. I can never remember the name of.
Snowpiercer.
And I like that movie too.
It's okay. I think they have a second one too. I don't know.
I think we've talked about the first and the second one at least a dozen times.
Well,
and we don't remember.
Dozen and one. Ooh, Oregon. What do you think that one is?
I told you. I thought it was prostate massagers.
Cock cage.
Okay. Huh. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Montana's a cock cage.
There's a lot of cock caging going on.
They do, up in them states, with steers and stuff.
Maybe they just don't want their husbands doing a Brokeback Mountain, because Johnny never comes back home right after he goes out with the boys. So guess what, honey? I'm locking that shit down.
Or maybe it's all like the sister wives. It's like, fuck you. You're not banging any more people.
Obviously, Katie, it's to protect ourselves from the bears. You don't want a bear getting to your nuts. Got to get a cage.
That's right. Yeah. Jesus Christ. There's a thing called SaunaCock that I've heard of. That Joe Rogan was talking to someone about it. I think it was Bert Kreischer.
SaunaCock?
SaunaCock. Yeah.
SaunaCock.
That when the heat from the sauna, it makes all the blood go to your dick and it gives you
a chub?
Plump.
It probably, maybe.
This you've never seen your soft dick like that. It looks huge.
Yeah, because you're trying to cool down. That makes sense. I'm not a sauna pro, so I don't really, you know what I mean? When do I go in a sauna?
Well, you don't, but I'm
just what I'm saying. I live in a sauna.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't work the same when you're outside working. It's the exact opposite, really.
I just think, because don't your balls drop and start to hang when they're hot and stuff like that? When don't they get stuck to yourself?
I know. You reminded me. It's some of the worst parts about having nuts.
Well,
I mean, that and having to be in charge of everything and answer all the questions and, be funny. I have to provide all the sperm in this household. If we need sperm, I gotta do it. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute, hold on. I didn't follow this one.
It's hard work, is what I'm saying. It's very hard work.
Well, you know,
Having a set of these, I'm just saying, to living up to all the expectations.
well, especially when you think you're under attack all the time. You always think that I'm going to hurt your nuts.
Yeah,
Fucking
just
crack a nut, split a nut, do something bad.
You're based on empirical evidence that it's happened so many times.
It has not.
Well,
We've talked about this.
yeah. And
So-
and then I point out 5 times in which things have happened, and you go, "Oh, yeah, last week too." God, you forget all about it. I don't forget about it. I remember them all. I remember them all.
No, sometimes you make them up. Sometimes sometimes you remember them wrong.
I do not. My memory is infallible. What are you talking about? How dare you?
Your memory's infallible.
How dare you?
Huh.
You don't even have
RICTE.
you don't even have 1 ball, let alone 2 and a cock. You have none of that. You have 0 of the 3 members of the triumvirate. You are over 3.
Oh, well.
If you were at least 1 out of 3, at least we could say you had something. But no, you got nothing. Whatever. I wonder how many people actually think I'm serious when I say shit like that.
Like what?
I'm just curious.
Like what?
Like that.
What?
Like you have to have the testicles in order to have, you know what I mean?
Oh, there are some.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. They get this far into the show. They get this far into the show to get to that and still don't get it.
No. I mean, some of them.
I mean, they're turning it off is what I'm saying. They're definitely finding entertainment elsewhere. Before we get to this point right now.
No, because some of them
Jump to the middle?
It's kind of funny. No. They like spite listen or whatever. They must, because I'll get little comments from here and there, you know. He should have left you alone, saying this, or like, I don't think that's right. I wouldn't treat you that way, and I would never say that to you.
Well, yeah. Well, it's because you're not funny, and this is why I'm not with you. I mean, that's really your honest answer back. You know what I mean? You don't make me laugh ever, so really, there are levels to this game, honey. You're in a different level. And it's not better.
Like an onion.
I'm just saying.
It's layers. Lots of layers. And sometimes they make you cry.
I don't know. I can definitely imagine somebody listening and not liking, you know, thinking that this is, you know
Whatever.
what I mean? That I joke, I kid.
I know. Well, there are people that think that you beat me too.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. Though. I mean, that I understand.
Well, I feel so bad. Okay, and I don't know if anybody else does this out there. But I'm very jumpy. I'm just very jumpy by nature, because I'm not fucking hammered 24/7, and now I get jumpy.
You've always been jumpy, but okay.
Okay, well, I feel more jumpy now.
Right.
Well,
Okay. That you're just getting older. You're more frail.
yeah.
Right. You know you could break a hip.
Sorry, because and I'm not taking my calcium.
And you could be like in a home like that. I have to call hospice. What if you're like completely immobile? What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Right.
I'm
neither do I.
immobile. Give me a Viking funeral. Fucking put me out just out in the water and then light me on fire.
It's always about the raping and the pillaging with you.
Yeah. I love it how it's like, this is your first time. This is not your first time.
What were we talking about?
Exactly. Where the fuck was I going with this? Why do you do this to me?
Yeah.
Why?
Woo.
I don't remember now.
Woo. I am the champion of distraction.
God
I am
damn
the
it.
champion. Except I don't remember either.
Duh.
No, you were talking about you know guys that are
that totally thing. Anyway, yeah, being jumpy and shit.
Yes.
That's okay. Thank you. So no, but there's sometimes where you'll like turn quickly or you'll do something or I'm like, I'm sorry. And I'll like jump or whatever. And people kind of look like.
No, well, you get like that. Like if you were to have like missed putting like sugar in something or something very minor and maybe something food that you're giving to me, something like that. And you'd be like, oh my God, dear, I'm so sorry. And there's nothing I can do to stop you from feeling this way or like,
I'll make it better. I'll change it. I promise.
Really. I mean, you seriously sound, even to me, I'm sitting right next to you going, hey, just relax. It's fine. It's okay. Just stop. Please.
I know, and I don't know why I do it, and I can't stop doing it. People are like, "Oh, that's like when you call when I'm like visiting. My parents and my brother was there. You called once, and I jumped up like real quick to grab the phone.
Yeah,
and because it was an annoying loud ring. Whatever.
Well, yeah, it's your phone ring.
And I remember he goes. Oh, so that's how it is. And I said, yeah, jealous. And I picked up the phone. But I don't know. I don't know why I was going there. If you're looking for something to do on Valentine's Day, which is coming up, and you're trying to get, or even if it's not, if you're just trying to get her in the mood, there's a couple movies that they suggest that with the sex scenes are hot enough to get her in the mood, but without boring you to death.
Okay.
Know what I mean?
Right.
Because sometimes guys are like, oh God, chick movie. I'd rather,
Yeah, it depends on the movie, really. I mean, some of them I don't mind at all, but some of them are just way too much for me. It's just like, oh.
Well, some of them I don't see a lot of men enjoying. I mean, they'll watch it because, they'll just be like, give me some dough.
Whatever that one show is we keep seeing ads for on Netflix that we watch, it's an animated thing, and we see like 5 seconds into the preview of it, we both look at each other like, oh my God, that's way too sad. That's like about the daughter and
oh my God, like the kid fucking dies.
Just like, oh please God, no. I mean, that would be one of the things that I would consider like, I don't really want to put myself through that. Like, I'm fine.
It was like a school shooting or something.
Something. Just really, like, I don't need to feel bad. I get it. You did a good job because I'm feeling something now from watching 10 seconds of this, like, and it's just conversation and you have me sad, which I don't.
And it's only like 13 minutes long, and it's an Oscar like nominated short. And
right.
But I'm like,
yeah, I'm gonna have to skip that. Thank you, please.
I don't want to see
God.
that.
So back to another chick flick that's bearable.
Well, this is Magic Mike XXL.
Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I know, you're
Hang on. I've never made it through that movie at all. I mean, I've never even made it through. I've sat and watched it with you, probably.
No, I've never seen part 2.
Okay,
the
part
first
2. I'm sorry.
XXL. Sorry, it means part 2 because there's 2 X's.
I don't speak Magic Mike to me. I mean, that means nothing. I don't know which is which. All I know is the first one. You liked it. You thought it was. I mean,
it was all right.
You thought it was an okay movie, but I can't even make it through. I just can't make it through.
That's what I'm talking about. Is a lot of guys that don't, what I mean.
Right. It didn't have it. This is one of your examples of a movie that's going to be okay.
It's not mine. It's just saying like it's supposed to get the chick in the mood to want to fuck you or at least suck your dick or something.
Is that the idea? Right.
That's the idea. And it was written by a woman, so of course, she knows. No, that's actually the name of the website is She Knows. We've got Body Heat. It's an older movie.
Yeah,
I mean, these are
a vague memory. This is an older person's list, isn't it?
I would say so. I think for older ladies, because pop in like dirty anal sluts from Mars 5.
I mean, there's a lot of people who you could pop in a nice anime that everybody would enjoy. That nice, feel good, whatever. They have genres of that in anime. They have genres of everything.
Can we have tentacles?
Can we watch a nice slice of life anime? No. Please, God, no.
9.5 weeks.
Right.
Right. Kama Sutra, A Tale of Love.
All old. Old and old.
Wild Things.
All right. Right. These are all from the 1900s, I think.
Yeah.
Except for Magic Mike.
Original Sin. Yeah, no. That wasn't the 200s. Eyes Wide Shut. I didn't think that was all that hot or great.
No, I thought it was a good movie. I mean, I liked it. You know what I mean?
They even have a Basic Instinct in here.
Yeah. I mean, I liked the movie.
Check My Beaver.
Right.
Bound is a good one, too, if you like lesbian stuff. It's Jennifer Tilly.
Jennifer Tilly is,
She's got that baby voice.
Right.
Yeah, she plays, yeah.
Right. Well, it's like I said, it's hard to know whether that's like her voice, or you know.
Well, it's always been there. I mean, yeah, true. But I don't think it's a put on though. I mean,
when is it like turned up? You know what I mean.
I'm sure it's dramatized like sometimes, but I really do think that her. I mean, maybe she just has a soft voice
when it's nice and soft and in your ear. Maybe you could have some, because she's pretty cute, or always was anyway.
I think so.
Eyes Wide Shut was from '99, so it wasn't 1800s. Oh, I know.
Wow.
Fucking different millennia.
Well, I don't know. Everyone was like, oh my God, it's so controversial. So this, it's so that.
Was it?
No.
I mean, nowadays you look back on it, you're like, what are we talking about? There was more to the story though, like between the two that I forget half of it. It was more than them going to sex parties. It was, I forget.
he was cheating on his wife.
Some
and
shit like
she was banging someone else, and they like knew it, or what? I don't know.
I don't remember. There's some emotional shit in there too, I think.
Whatever. Well, we are gonna go to an episode of Rule 34, and when we come back, we got more stuff to talk about. So yeah, go take a piss and get a drink. We'll see you in a minute. And welcome back to Kinky Katie's World, Rule 34 Studio, KinkyKatieRadio.com and RadioCast.net. You can get me on the Twitter later at Kinky Katie Radio, KinkyKatieRadio.com, KinkyKatieRadio@gmail.com. You can Google me because I like it. You can also get me on Instagram and YouTube. Seems a little different for you.
Well, it's all no copyright all the time here on this channel. That's what we're doing. Copyright free.
It's the way to be.
It's the way to be. These people just want somebody to listen to their music. They're like, please, Gord, Lord, baby Jesus, somebody listen to my shit.
Gord, Lord.
You can use it all you want. Just give me some credit, which we do.
Which you do. Right. That's right. You can get all the information from all the links that I've talked about and pulled up, plus the music that SE plays on the show notes on the website. If you want to go and check that out, it should be available like tomorrow or some shit.
Down below the video too, if you're on the YouTube's of you.
That's right.
I actually put a link to the video.
Check it out. Yay! I'm still very, very high.
Right. Well, it's weird that happens that way. It doesn't go right away immediately. It's strange. Well, really, it's a magical drug. Also,
it doesn't help either when you fucking top it off during the break.
Okay, that's what always does it for you. One took over the line. One took over the line.
It's kind of funny too, because I used to be so like energetic and hyper, and I'm just like, huh?
When are you talking about when you were energetic? When you were 6, or what are we talking about here? Well, I'm asking questions here. That was in the shape of a question.
In earlier episodes, like I seemed like I was more pep.
Did you?
I don't know.
When you were younger,
I was more spry.
Real spry. Used to get a lot more nervous about things too.
I really did.
General. Well, you just get wound up.
No, I smoke a lot more weed now. So
and you just it's a different kind of a terror. Now you're just like, I don't even know how to talk,
and I'm like,
oh, what am I doing?
I've done 448 episodes, and still I'm like, the intro's what now?
Tell me about it.
Like, I don't fucking write it down, and it's just like,
no, I know. Sometimes I forget, like, there's these little clips I use, and you have a collection of things on a computer and you're like, what do I call that? I've used that a million times. Yeah, I'm gonna go do something else until I remember which one of these is the one that I normally use.
I'll figure it out.
Right.
I always do.
I do.
Well,
somehow.
But if you don't, though, then it's still okay because you're like, whatever, fuck it.
Yeah, but I have to see. That's the point. I always figure it out. Like even when I don't. It seems like I'm not going to be prepared for when we go to do whatever it is. Like in the last minute, it all. Like it just pops right out.
Because
just
everything
magically.
works out for you.
I know. Isn't that weird? It's really fucking creepy.
I think it's pretty interesting.
It's just creepy.
If you were looking for that perfect gift to get that special someone for Valentine's Day on Etsy, you can get someone a bouquet of dicks.
It's like a bag of dicks. From the people who brought you a bag of dicks, we bring you
Ship a dick.
Bouquet of Dicks.
And they're gold.
They're gold?
They're golden.
Well, if you're going to have a bouquet of dick, might as well be golden dick.
Might as well, yeah, big old. Or you can also get a gold dick with it's like a vase. You shove flowers in the urethra.
Using your fancy pronunciations of things,
right?
Your vase. You got a nice vase.
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 Nice.
Vase.
Nice. I didn't realize how much like dick stuff there really is that you could buy until because I've never really looked for something like you can even get like dick charcuterie boards.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, you could put dick on it if you wanted to.
Well, you can put dick on anything. I hate to tell you, you can pretty much drop a nut on. You just you can wipe a little wiener. We were talking about that last week. Janitor guy going around wiping his dick on everything.
Oh,
same
God,
idea.
The water bottles.
Same idea. Nothing stopping anybody.
No, I know. It's so icky. You don't do that.
Well, everything out in the outside world is somebody's dragging their wiener across most of it. So, you think you live in a bubbly, I'm such a sanitary, just everything you touch, it's just dicks everywhere. Don't worry about it. That's what I'm saying.
Dick.
You gotta lean in sometimes. Just lean into the dick. Accept it, and you'll feel a whole lot better. Just realize that everywhere you go is just filthy. It's all filthy, and it's okay. It's okay. We make soap and showers. We can go do this.
You can totally fucking.
You'll be fine. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Bacteria.
Bacteria. You want to talk about some disgusting dishes cooked with bodily fluids?
I wasn't asking you for any disgusting anything, but you're going to tell me anyway.
Yeah, because some people might not think it's disgusting, but do you remember that scene? I don't remember if you watched it with me, if I watched it by myself, but Midsummer.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, there was a scene in the movie where this chick was like, "Oh, I like this guy," and they're like, "Oh, put your period blood in his drink," so she did, and then put your pubes in his pie, and she did. But
a whole magical little thing she was doing.
Well, whatever. Not at work, dying in a bear suit. Spoilers. Whatever.
That's okay. You didn't make any sense, so nobody really understood.
No,
any
if they
of that.
saw the movie, they'd fucking know. If they didn't, then whatever. But okay, I'm talking about this is actual. You all right?
Yeah, sure.
You hanging on? You with me?
I'm completely fine.
Okay.
Right.
I'm not.
You don't know what you're talking about anymore, do you?
I am. I'm talking about there are some recipes that are made and you can get and you can buy made out of people's bodily fluids.
Yeah. And literally any food made, you can put a bodily fluid in.
Well, yeah, of course, but these are specifically for there's breast milk ice cream.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's milk is there. I mean, it's, you know what I mean? It's related.
I know.
They say it's sweet.
But now this one we talked about a few times, and I think I remember a couple of the recipes, but there's the Natural Harvest Cookbook of semen-based recipes.
Right.
So
we talked a lot of different people making things out of jizz.
Yeah, there was the cum cocktail book, and then there was the this cum, and I'm not talking about the cock flavored soup that everyone is. I'm talking about high protein smoothies.
I mean, and you found out last week how to make your jizz taste better, ladies and men. By the way,
that's right. How to make your nethers taste nummy.
Available tomorrow on YouTube.
But if you're watching it right now, then it's available now.
Right. Actually, it's available now. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're watching this, it'll be available like already.
Unless you're listening live.
If you're listening live, then it'll be out tomorrow.
Okay, I'm in a time vortex. We tunneled down through a black hole. I don't know what happened. Are we in next week or this week? I'm not sure.
We're in a week. It's a bye week.
Honey, every week's a bye week.
Stop it. Oh my god! So
lots of cooking with jizz and stuff like that. Basically,
yeah.
Recipes.
There's this high protein smoothie that's both. It's like kiwi based. And remember, like kiwi was one of the things we said would make your shit.
People from New Zealand, like dudes from New Zealand, their jizz kiwi based.
Right. So, yeah, you got to get a bunch of kiwi jizz. So I call the cold one people and be like, hey.
I don't think, no, they're not from New Zealand. They don't like being called New Zealanders. But like New Zealanders and Australians aren't like keen on.
Oh, I thought they were from New Zealand.
No, they're in Melbourne. I'm not saying it that way. Fuck them. Fuck them. I'm an American. I'm an American, and not only am I an American, I'm a Floridian American. And we have a Melbourne in Florida. So I don't know what to tell you.
That's probably why.
Like my entire life, I've literally used the term Melbourne to talk about a place that's right down the road or, not far away.
Well, maybe we've always been saying it wrong and it actually is Melbourne.
No. I've been there. I know exactly how the people in Melbourne say Melbourne. Melbourne.
Mulva.
Dolores.
Who's Deanna?
So anyway, me not being from Australia, but what I do know is that the people from Cold Ones, they're from Melbourne.
Okay.
And not New Zealand, for sure. Okay. They're not New Zealanders.
Gotcha.
There is a slight difference in the accent.
There is.
To me, New Zealand, it's almost like the gayer version of Australian. Like the prim and proper Australian. You know what I mean?
Dandy?
Maybe. Or they like to get drunk on better liquor. I don't know what it is. It seems to me, but then again, I can barely tell the difference. Like I really can't. Once in a while I go, I'll get it right and go, oh my God, I got that right. You are from New Zealand. Look at that. Well, I'm like 1 out of 10.
I think of, and this is going to be a weird thing to think about, but when I think of like Australian, I think of like Mel Gibson. But then when I think of New Zealand, I think of that Darby, that Darby, whatever. He's the redhead with glasses. The
guy that's from New Zealand.
Right.
Oh, yeah. No, I think of him. I don't think of Mel Gibson because he just sounds like some dude, like an American now.
I told you that. I don't know why, but that's the first fucking name that popped into my head from Australia at the moment.
Wow.
I don't understand why.
You didn't even go Crocodile Dundee. You didn't even go with like the obvious.
I mean,
however, Mad Max was a proper Australian movie back in the day, for sure.
And the last couple of days, like I've seen actually a lot of different things come up for some reason about Mel Gibson. Like he said, like he's trying to put out a new Lethal Weapon.
Okay.
I saw a thing for Braveheart. I saw a thing that there was they said the feral kid from Mad Max 2 is now like 49 years old.
Of course. That was a long time ago. Old.
So I'm just saying.
Mad Max 2?
Yeah.
40?
Thunderdome.
Really? Beyond
49.
Thunderdome? Really?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of
85 was Beyond Thunderdome. So it's like, that kid's, shit. Right. That kid would be a little younger than me. What do you know? Holy dog shit.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
There's a lot of cum in this smoothie. I was just looking at it. There's not much else in it, but there's a lot of.
You gotta save it up, or you gotta. Honey, we're gonna have to open up the My Little Pony jar.
Oh,
you can't do it, Bobby. I've been saving that for Christmas. You can't have my Little Pony jizz. I've been saving it.
I'm gonna make it into little cummies
for the gingerbread house.
No, cummy bears.
Cummy bears.
Yeah, make it into cummy bears.
Why? No.
So they're chewing.
I know. Sometimes I'd blow those on your face.
I know what. Yeah. Yes. We've had this discussion. You even made a short about it. How you're not. I don't. You need to hydrate. Okay. People do not want to chew on your load.
I don't care what you got to do with it. Really.
Just fucking chuck it down.
Don't give it back. Don't give it back to me.
What are you gonna do? Like shove it back in the tube?
Like I said, like I say all the time, I made that for you. It was literally custom. That is a bespoke load right there that I gave to you. You.
I should be grateful.
Right.
It's very precious.
Thank you. You get it.
There's not much of it left to go around.
I mean, there are lots of loads in this world, but that one is mine.
It's special.
Absolutely.
It's for me.
Made with you in mind, extracted by you, handcrafted.
Yeah, but you can't guarantee that it was made with me in mind.
I can't guarantee it wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, I can't guarantee it wasn't.
No, I know that.
What are you talking about? Either way. My custom thoughts put into this that's like chefs suggest. You don't say, hey, what'd you put in this sausage when you think it's a fucking delicious sausage, right?
Right.
No, you just enjoy it for its tasty juiciness.
It's tasty juiciness.
Even though it's a little funky and fermented. Either way, it's okay.
It depends if you've got the hood or not.
Well, it just depends on how I felt like serving it to you. That's all.
God, that's so good. It makes my.
It would me too. It would. This is one of the primary reasons why I'm not really into guys. You know what I mean?
Why? Because dirty dicks,
jizz, hairiness, stubbliness.
Hairiness,
roughness.
You're into hairiness.
I like your muff. Your muff is nice. It's soft. It's supple. You're not very hairy, so it's like we talk about this all the time.
No, I know.
When are you going to understand that you're like a seal, and then that's just how you are? You don't grow a lot, so you leaving a little grass on the field is just like a soft little pillow of interest. That's all.
A soft little pillow of interest. It reminds me of just like a worn out fuzzy side of a Velcro. It's just
that too.
It's very short.
That too.
Sparse.
Anyway, that which is the opposite of what guys are. So jizz, schmeg, all of that stuff is the stuff about dudes that I am not into.
Yeah, but what if they're cleanly waxed, and what if they keep their like butthole pristine, and what if they have no schmag and
like in a feminine manner? And it's possible. It's possible. I mean, it's possible, but it's not like the essence of man is not. This is how I understand why guys that are gay, women that are gay. Like, I get it, because if you feel that way about whatever sex that you're not into is that I do about guys, like, oh yeah, no, I get that. That's just all of that is just not, but is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. Sure. Like, basically somebody who looks and acts feminine to me, which is what I like, and nice and soft, things like that, but you have a dick and balls. Okay, I might be okay. I like at least I can wrap my brain around that. But like sweaty, dirty, hairy, stinky, all of that. I'm just like, what are we doing here? No. I have enough of that just in me. I don't need any more of it.
But the thing is, though, is I like that pheromone scent, but not so much the ball and chode stuff.
Okay.
Like when it gets real rank.
Right.
You know,
like we live in Florida.
Because you could say,
you were talking about that, or don't your nuts just get stuck to the sides? And
because you could say, because you say, you know, I can smell myself. I'm like, I can't smell you, but then I'll shove my nose in your pit or in your neck or something, and you're like, please stop. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
but I'm like. And then you threaten me, you like stick your fingers, like, I will wipe this on your face. And I'm like, get that away from me.
Do you see what I'm saying? It always gets you to move. I have to threaten you with ball funk.
Yeah.
Because I'm unwilling to actually smack you around. I have to literally go, just, you're sniffing me like a dog that like, and it's just sometimes what you have to do.
Sometimes. Because I feel like, do you still have
right. You get all excited. And in order to stop it, the only thing that I can do is take a little swipe from down under and, you know.
Well, last time I got excited, I weed on the floor a little bit.
You've done that before, yes. Like a little Cocker Spaniel.
That's all right. I don't know why we're talking about that either.
Yeah, I don't know where you went, man. Where'd you go?
I don't know. So we're going to go.
What?
I don't know where I am, and I don't know where I'm going.
You know exactly where you are. You're in the studio,
Well,
Rule 34 studio.
I mean, I know where I am, but, you know.
You don't know where you're at on the list in this world?
Oh, that's okay.
In the simulation.
Hey, I do have to let you guys know a little PSA reminder, because I have to say it again. You guys are going to be getting a little crazy coming up in the next couple days with like Valentine's Day and shit. So, reminder, do not put sugar or alcohol in your pussy. Your butt's fine. Except be careful of like alcohol poisoning up your ass because you absorb things quicker. But do not put sugar or like, you know, like don't dip any chocolate strawberries in your coocher.
When are you a doctor? Are you a physiologist or?
No, I'm trying to be nice and helpful because I did that whole lollipop thing. And also I know that you're not supposed to do that because.
Okay, because you were told, you read it online somewhere.
Oh, doctors say that because it causes yeast infections and like ickiness.
Doctors say a lot.
Fine, whatever. Do the fuck with you. Do what you want. I don't give a shit. Why don't you just go upside down with a funnel and just funnel a whole bag of sugar in your chooch and then just top it off with some vodka. Have a good old time.
I want to see you take a bunch of funnel cake batter, shove it right up that snith, and squirt it right back out in the deep fryer. Fry me up a little double fry funnel cake. I like it. It's good.
I just had the worst mental picture of someone with like an ass full of funnel cake batter and then with it shoving like a actual funnel or a tube up their ass and then squat like Steve-O squatting over a fucking big daddy fryer, just like squirting it out.
2 guys, 1 funnel cake coming to a porn site near you. Is that what we're doing?
So we better get, some credit
elephant ears
for that.
It's just a funnel cake. I mean, really, but it's comes out like one big plat.
Is it marble brownies?
No, what? Oh no! Wow.
Well, you don't know.
You got to clear the chamber.
That's what I said. You have to prep a little bit, do some prep before you
double frying butt funnel cakes. Oof.
Butt cakes.
Right. I mean, even putting it in your butt, like even sugar, but I'm thinking the only thing really is in your mouth, really. I think it's the only thing you should do is sugar. It's really. I'm just a dumb plumber, but I'm just saying, if I were you, I would stick to the traditional method of sugar and
of ingesting things.
Right. Food products belong, you eat them and cook them and do the things you're supposed to do and, shouldn't shove them up your places, but sometimes
your places.
But, because at whatever places you have, maybe you got a side pussy. I'm not sure.
No, that's where the kittens come out.
I don't know what your body identifies with. I don't know what kind of holes you have. But whatever holes you have, I get
the holes.
Sometimes you just got to shove something in there, and maybe a zucchini is not a good idea.
Oh, I looked something up.
About the zucchinis?
Well, yeah, because it says it's like household things that you can use for sex toys.
Right.
But some of them you should not do this. Like
This article is real shit.
It is. Like I'm looking through it, I'm like, oh no, you don't do that.
You should. Oh no, you shouldn't do that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This is household items that can double as sex toys.
Right.
Dude, this thing takes forever to fucking
load. Dude.
Electric toothbrush. A lot of these we have said before, we have mentioned.
Yeah.
And the electric toothbrush is kind of like a toy called the Celebrator. If you don't know what the Celebrator is, just look it up. It's a clit toy.
Yeah, that should be okay. Oh, it's just a little vibrating thing. Whatever, get in your head.
Select foods. Don't do that.
Probably not a good idea.
We just talked about that. Well, they say like cucumber, carrot, banana, zucchini, Japanese eggplants are all great choices. No, they're not.
No.
Because you're not supposed to do that. Even though I did.
We talked about that. You go in the top hole only.
That's
top hole only.
I know. I'm such a Debbie Downer.
You know,
eat your vegetables. Don't fuck them.
Not only have I seen you fuck vegetables, I've put the vegetables in you.
Yes.
So really, pot, kettle, glass houses, all of it. All of it.
Have we met?
But you're fine. You're fine. Your Snatch is fine. Your butt's fine.
I'm fine now. I mean, as much abuse as I've done to it, because we've talked about the hand mixer night in the movie. It was the Katie Goes Vegan, where I thought I was going to beat my pussy to death with a half frozen zucchini.
Oh, you did. You did. You really did. In slow motion, it was pretty funny. It
was bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There's a hurricane of stuff. Oh, so don't do it.
Yeah, don't
do it.
Just don't do that.
Do it. That was what you said. I heard do it. Don't do it.
Don't put salt in your eye.
Put salt in my eye.
Put salt in your eye.
Don't eat bleach. Eat bleach.
Tide Pods are not delicious.
Right. They look it though. They really do look delicious. I mean, is it my fault? I think your tasty packet of bleach.
Just want to lick it. That's how they all look at me funny in the laundromat. We just sit there like, Wubby sniff shoes. I lick Tide Pods.
Right.
Or Cascade.
I don't lick them until the liquid comes out, silly. I like the outside of them. They're safe on the outside. Please.
It's like a cat with a plastic bag. Why do you do that? Because I'm weird. Leave me alone. I wasn't asking you about your day.
You'd be like a kid at an old school rave that put a glow stick in his mouth at some point. It's all over my mouth. It's stuff safe.
Yeah, probably.
My spit is magic, I think, now. It glows.
My spit is magic. You want my spit? Come here.
Right.
You love it. I'm going to lick you.
Right.
We're going to go.
Right.
We're going to get out of here for the night. I hope everybody has a great rest of their day, week, month, shift, trip, errands, whatever it is that you are doing. Do you have anything from ASC?
What?
All right, guys. Well, I'll keep you updated on my social media, so come check it out. And have a very happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Kiss on your parent party. Bye. 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 Feel better, Brian. Hope everything goes smooth. Happy birthday, Sarah. Happy birthday, Sushi. Her birthday's coming up. So everybody, stay cool. Stay fresh, cheese bags.
I like tacos and burritos.